original, it's the iconic, it's the #1 best-selling, top-rated organization unit that we've ever offered here in the history of HSN. For more than 13 years, you have loved Origami, and you have made this your all-time favorite. With more than 3,700 rave reviews on hsn.com, you've already made this your top pick, but there's only one day a year it goes on sale. There's also only one day a year you get locked in on these incredible interest-free monthly payments and free shipping. We still have a lot of colors, and we're gonna make sure that you are organized and you are set up to succeed at home, whether it's in the garage or in the basement, upstairs, downstairs, in a closet. I don't know what I would do without my Origami, and I can't wait to invite you in for a full presentation. We've got Lou Caputo in the house with our #1 all-time bestseller. This is the rack you don't have to assemble.
That's right.
This is the rack that simply unfolds, and this is the rack you can move, you can store, you can take it with you. It even comes with wheels if you want that mobility, and it is our biggest savings of the year for our Origami fans. This is the day that you wait for. Best value of the day, the lowest price of the year, $119.99. We'll get it out to you on 5 flexible payments, $24. How much is that free shipping gonna save you? How about another 20 bucks you don't have to spend? We've got all the colors.
We do.
But we also have Lou Caputo for more than 30 years. He has been one of your
Hello.
#1 go-to home and organization experts here on HSN. Lou, 13 years ago, you launched this baby.
We did.
Wow.
And you know, it's so funny to me because like in the beginning, we just had this. That was it. It was the one rack, and it was in this color, in the pewter. But now we've got such a huge line of Origami products. And we had a lot of colors. We started the day with a lot of colors. But we still got some great ones left.
We do, and it will all expire in about an hour or two. Free shipping on everything, by the way. Free shipping on everything on air and online. That expires at midnight Eastern time. So shop now, all Origami. Shop the happy place that we have coming up for you next hour, because that free shipping will also expire. But let's go through colors.
Yeah, let's go down to the
end
here.
Get everybody started. And remember, you don't have to pay for shipping and handling on this. And you're gonna love everything that it can do for you.
All right, so the very first one down here is the vintage bronze. One of our most popular colors. Goes great if you've got leather or wood furnishings in your home. Love that one there. Little flecks of gold in that. When the sun hits it, it's gorgeous. Next to that, we have the taupe. That is a brand new color this year, Sarah. So we just started selling it this year. It's already sold out twice.
Wow.
So we just got it in for this today's special. I don't know when it's coming back.
It's such a pretty, gorgeous neutral.
Neutral. Everybody loves that. The next one is going to be our teal. And the teal is one that I have not seen in years. I mean, literally, in this large rack, I have not seen this in a very long time. So if there's anyone out there that maybe bought this color before and you're like, man, I wish I could get a second one. Now's the time.
That's actually the color that I have in my closet right now.
Kelly has
and
this,
it has been a game changer. By the way, there's only about 400 left.
Right.
So that is the teal.
Beautiful white, of course, crisp, clean, great for the kitchen, the laundry room, the bathroom, the kids' rooms. It's just one of those colors that goes pretty much anywhere you want to put it. The one you're standing in front of, that's the original. That's the pewter that we started out with right here. This one has a hammered finish to it, and it's what I call a mottled finish. It's a little black, it's a little silver, and you can see the flecks, and you can actually feel the texture in this when you run your finger on it. By the way, these are powder-coated steel. This is not paint that's on here, so this is a very, very durable coating that will resist chipping, scratching, and corrosion, so that's good to know. And then the very last one that you're standing next to is the turquoise. And just like I said with the teal, I hadn't seen it in forever. I don't know if I've ever seen this particular shade of turquoise. It's beautiful.
It's like a mint green. It's like a spa green. It's refreshing. These can be indoors. These can be outdoors.
Oh, yeah.
And once you own Origami, you love Origami, and you keep it for years and years to come. By the way, we have some great accessories, even if you already purchased our Today Special earlier in the day. It's not too late to grab a couple extras. And I'm just going to mention them briefly so to kind of give you an idea of what we have here in our inventory. We do have the hanging baskets, which are nice.
They are hanging and stackable both, which is kind of a fun thing. So the way that this is sitting up here, let's say this was on your countertop, I can take the second one that's below it, right, and do this. And you'll see that they nest one on top of the other, just like that. So if you didn't want to hang them on your Origami, maybe you want to use them on a counter, or maybe you want to put both of those on one of the shelves, you could. Now, when you hang it, I'm going to take this one down and put it on the shelf right below it here. All you've got to do is pop out the two arms right here. They're kind of like on swivels, all right? So you pop these out, and it fits right on the shelf just like that. So now you've got a hanging basket on there for your convenience.
Also very popular, so you can see the item number right there on the left-hand side of your screen, 077673. We also have these nice shelf liners, which I have been looking for because every time I try to shop for them, they're out of stock.
Everybody wants these. So the reason we made these shelf liners is because obviously these are wire shelves, which is great for water flow, airflow, things like that, but sometimes you get smaller objects, you don't want them to fall through. So these are nice thick plastic shelf liners. The black strip you see there is actually a magnet, and there's 4 of those, 1 on each corner. So when I let this go, I put it down, it adheres right to the rack, it won't slip around.
All right, we also have some connecting racks.
We do.
If you want to put 2 of your origami shelves next to each other, voila, this is exactly what you need.
And I'll show you how these work a little bit later, but this is what they look like. They're basically the size of a shelf off the origami, off of the rack right there. These will hold up to 100 pounds. You get 2 of them in the set, and they have these hooks right here, so they do hook onto the shelves at any level that you want. So the top shelf, bottom shelf, in the middle, any place you want to put them. There's a great shot right there. As you can see, that's what those hooks look like. And as I mentioned, they are powder-coated steel as well, and 100-pound weight capacity on these.
So those are already very popular.
Yeah,
and
these
I do
are awesome,
want you
actually.
to know that coming up in a few moments, we're also going to present the corner rack. Now, this is an incredible piece. You have not seen this all day. It's another way to put 2 of your origami 4-tier racks, or today's specials, together, and it gives you like this perfect L-shaped design.
Right.
Just going to give you the side number. It is the ultimate corner rack, and that is 762-292, 762-292. Do you see how it's designed like to perfectly fit in a corner? We'll show you how that works. So I just want to make sure that you know that that is also coming up. I know a lot of you have been waiting for that one. That's like the perfect third piece if you're getting a couple of those racks today.
Absolutely.
But let's talk origami and why this is not only one of our #1 best-selling brands, but really how innovative it is, because anyone can put these together,
right,
from your granddaughter to your grandmother and everyone in between.
That's right, without tools. And that's a big deal. So really, you know, we don't say that you assemble them, you set them up. There is no assembly required with these. And you can see how they'll fit anywhere in the house. What's amazing about these, though, when you look at it like this is 12 linear feet of storage as it sits here, because each shelf is 3 feet across. There are 4 shelves. That's where the 12 linear feet comes from. They're 18-inch deep shelves, too. So you're getting like an extra 6 inches over what you get on most shelving systems. Now, the reason we call it origami is it's named after the ancient Japanese art of paper folding, because you can do this, all right? 12 linear feet of storage. I do a little flick of the wrist here. We give it a little kick on the bottom like that, and it goes flat. Now, this is 4 inches wide at the widest point, okay? That is 12 linear feet being crushed down, so to speak, to 4 inches. Now, this is how it's gonna come to your home when you get it there. And I don't know if you've ever tried to get one out of the cardboard box, but it's the hardest part of the whole thing. It's just getting it out of the shipping box. Once you get it out of the shipping box, watch how simple this is to set up. All you do is grab the sides. You pull like this. Gravity does most of the work. It falls open. I'm gonna spin this around so you can see the back of this at home. There's the origami toggle. Now, you're gonna see this on pretty much every origami piece. You just thread this through like that, and then you just push down. Now, once I've done that, the whole rack kind of sat down a little bit. That's because the whole bottom of this now is secure. The only thing we've got left to do is flip over the top shelf. It's hinged on one side. We bring that down. There's one little latch right here. I just move that to the side. It drops down, and we lock it into place. And that's the whole thing. Now, you do get 4 wheels with this. 2 of the wheels are locking wheels. You can use them, or you don't have to use them. It's up to you entirely. If you think you're going to be moving it around, we recommend that you limit the weight capacity on this to 75 pounds per shelf with the wheels. And the reason for that is that the wheels actually raise it 3 inches off the ground, so we don't want it to get tippy. Now, if you don't use the wheels, then you can go to the maximum weight capacity on this, which is 250 pounds on each one of these shelves. There are 4 shelves. That's 1,000 pounds of weight capacity. And last time I checked, Sarah, 1,000 pounds is literally half a ton.
That's
It's
a
half a
lot
ton.
of weight.
It is a
now,
lot of
what
weight.
could we possibly put on these shelves
Anything
that might
you want.
cost or might certainly weigh a half a ton.
Right.
With the holidays right around the corner, maybe you're thinking, I've got decorations, I've got ornaments,
Sure.
I've got wreaths.
Firewood for your fireplace?
You might be thinking, I've got all these things in storage and I never know how to find anything.
Right, exactly. Well, with the origami, that's the beautiful thing about it, is that you'll see everything that's on there. It makes it really simple to do. I'm one of those guys, I've got a bunch of these in my garage, and before I had them, I would get frustrated looking for tools and things like that. So I would just say, I'm gonna go buy a new one. So I would just run out and I'd buy another one. So now that's why I've got 3 drills, you know what I mean? That's how that happens. But with origami, you can see everything that's right there. And even better than seeing it, you can move it out of the way if you need to. You know, so if I'm looking for something and I don't see it on the first shelf, that's not a big deal, because once this is built and the wheels are on it, you just push it out of the way. It's that easy to do.
I love how versatile they are. I have literally 0 storage in my 2-bedroom apartment.
Right.
And I've told Lou this story before. I don't have a garage. I don't have a basement.
Right.
I don't have an attic. I don't even have an extra large closet. I have one small room. It's also my laundry room. It's also where the air conditioner is. Oh, and by the way, it also has to double as storage. So on my origami rack in my closet, I have everything from dog food. I have all my emergency supplies. I've got bottles of water. I've got my hurricane kit. I've got the easy to prepare foods. I also have soda cans, anything that's heavy and that takes up too much room in the kitchen. I have extra pantry items. I put all of my pool and boat supplies. We like to get outdoors here in Florida. You go ahead and take a look at all these amazing samples we have in our studio and think, okay, that's me. That's exactly why I need origami. Maybe you purchased a lot of Curtis Stone cookware this week, and maybe you are looking for an extra rack for your appliances, your coffee makers, your air fryers, your mixers, your pots and pans. If you have a lot of dishware that is overflowing, this finally gets you out of the clutter and out of the chaos and into some nice, clean, easy organization. But our colors are going very fast. I want you to know that our most dedicated fans, and we do have like a cult following
Oh, we do.
of origami fans out there, you know that there's only one day this entire year.
Right.
This goes on a today's special price. There's only one day. That's why a lot of you are getting 2. That's why we also wait for the extra flex pay. We have 5 flex pay and we have free shipping. There's also $40 off with the HSN credit card today, and it's the last day. If you want to apply today and buy today, we can get you $40 off your very first purchase. So jump in, think about where you're going to put your heavy duty rack. And the best news is, and why I think this is so popular, first of all, it's easy to assemble, Lou.
Yes.
And also, it's not permanently installed. You change your mood, you change your mind, you want to rearrange the garage, you want to take it inside, you want to take it outdoors, you want to put on your potted plants, or you want to move it to the laundry room. You can move it. And if you move, you can take it with you. How expensive are those closet organizers that they'll try to sell you, or to have someone customize a closet for you, Lou? Those are amazing and they're beautiful,
right,
but you can't take it when you move. You can't take it with you, as they say.
No, you can't. But I'll tell you what, it doesn't just have to be storage. And that's the thing that, you know, why I'm sitting right here is because you can make furniture out of it or use it as furniture. In this instance, I don't know if you noticed this when you walked in, because I didn't last night, but this is all origami. Everything behind us here is all origami. Somebody actually said to me, they look so fancy. I was like, oh, I feel kind of bougie sitting out here with this, because it really looks fancy. But what it is it's 2 of the Today's Special, 1 on either side. The TV is actually sitting on one of the connecting racks, which is kind of, remember you get 2 of them, but that's just one of them. And then that's one of the 10 drawer carts that we sell. Right, exactly.
This is the connecting rack, which a lot of you are adding. If you want to put 2 of these racks together, this is a different separate unit.
Yes.
And that's available for you as well. That's the 10 drawer origami cart. But look at all of it is available today, and all of it's on free shipping.
It is, but think about it this way too. If you had to build an entertainment center that looked like that, how long would that take you? I mean, if you were building out a particle board or something else, that would be an all-day project. I guarantee you with origami, you could set this up in about 5 minutes. Maybe not even that long. It's that simple to do, but it looks looks great. It's very functional. I think it looks very sleek, actually. And the one thing about Origami that's interesting, it's like the chameleon of furniture. Like, it takes on the personality of however you decide to decorate it.
Yeah, it can be modern, it can be
Yes.
industrial,
Yeah.
it can be sort of like shabby chic, and you can also think about what you need to store or what room do you want to put it in, and then think about what color you want. So let's go over colors and remind everybody on each of these displays what we might want to store.
Sure.
Because I know we all have a lot of boxes, we all have a lot of tubs, but they're often stacked on top of each other. So you have to take them all apart to even find one of these things.
No, you do, and that's the thing too. Well, and if you have a storage unit, you owe yourself to get a couple of these, honestly, because I had a storage unit. We had 2 rows of 3 of these, so 6 total in there, packed to the rafters. Because when you think about it, yes, they charge you by the square foot, but that's just the floor space. You're actually paying for everything up to the ceiling. So use the vertical space. Same thing in your house. You want to use the vertical space. With these tubs, and I've got a bunch of these, okay? The problem with them is what? You can only stack them so high, number 1. Number 2, whenever you stack them, whatever's in the bottom is going to get crushed. Number 3, whenever you're going to find something, it's never in the first one, it's never in the second one, it's in the last one. This is the easy way, every time. This is the easy way to get in there. By the way, if you've ever had a storage unit, you're going to understand what I mean when I say you don't have to wait for the carts anymore. The little flatbed trucks that they have out there that take your stuff to your car. Because guess what, guys? You got wheels now. You can take your whole cart down there, this whole Origami rack, if you want to.
I love that.
Okay,
so that's the
vintage bronze. That's the
vintage bronze,
Right.
which has been very, very popular. You got to jump in on that one. We'll give you updates as we go. 15,000 gone today. This is our last presentation. Everything goes away at midnight. The free shipping on everything goes away at midnight. Here's our taupe.
That is the taupe, the neutral that everybody's been going crazy for. By the way, it does have the shelf liners on it as well. But in the kitchen, these things are amazing because if you don't have enough counter space, if you don't have enough cabinets, your Origami is to the rescue. You can take this, you can put your kitchen electrics on there, your big pots, and you know what? This is a size that if you do have a walk-in pantry, you can slide this into that dead space. You know, when you close the door, there's just a space where you would be standing. Slide it in there and keep these electrics in there and then wheel them out when you need them.
It just looks beautiful. By the way, a lot of you are adding the liners. Even if you already purchased our today's special, I really hope you add these. What's nice is that it gets it a nice, smooth, flat surface. So if you're worried about little things falling through the cracks, or you might want to put things like picture frames or make it a little bit more decorative or kind of capture all the crumbs if it's for the food or for the items in the pantry, add those shelf liners because there is a 4-pack and we rarely have them in stock. So even if you're not sure if you're going to want them in the future, better to lock them in now while it's all on free shipping. Our teal.
This is the teal. Now, you know, we've got it set up as if it were in a garage, but when you look at this, people always ask me, is everything on that real? Yes, the answer is yes. The 2x4s. Those are real 2x4s.
Okay.
These are real cinder blocks. That's a real tire. I say this because not only did Origami not cheap out on the powder coating, because they could have just painted them. They did the powder coating, but they got the good wheels. So watch this now. All this on here, look what I can do. I can just roll this out. And I'm going to tell you right now, Sarah, it would have taken me a lot of trips to move this wood. Now, if you're up for it, how would you like to push this?
I think I'll give it a go.
Give it a go. Just push it toward me. Watch.
Oh, actually,
stop
it's super easy. It's super easy.
Look at that. I'm going to have to get out of the way. You're going too fast. But look how simple that is. And that's a lot of wood, cinder blocks,
If I can do it, anybody can do it. And that's why we love Origami, because they're also practical.
Exactly.
So the one that I have in my little closet that has to also be my laundry room and my storage room and my garage in my 2-bedroom apartment, I have to move it out quite frequently just to get things that are behind it. Or if the air conditioning guy needs to get to the hot water heater or open up sort of the power box. I love that they're always mobile. This is the white. By the way, if you do want our teal color, I think we have fewer than 400 left now in the teal. It's our last presentation, last chance for our today's special, last chance for these amazing prices, the interest-free payments, and of course, the free shipping. But this looks so beautiful. I would be proud to put that in any bedroom. In any laundry room. Even a kitchen, if you've got like a little space in your kitchen for extra shelving.
Well, and this is perfect for a laundry room for one very important reason. Because it's powder-coated steel, it's corrosion resistant. That's why you can use it indoors or outdoors, right? But when you've got bleach, and those sort of things around. Bleach is a corrosive, okay? So if it hits a metal, and it's going to eat through it, it's going to rust it, okay? It's not going to affect the powder coating on this. So if you're going to spill stuff, you know what's going to happen. It's not going to hurt this. Now, the other thing is, you know when people have the detergents when they pump them out and, you know, they always leak. They always go all over the place. The beautiful thing about Origami is if it ever gets to that point where you're like, oh, God, there's soap all over this. I got to clean this. Just take it out in the driveway and turn on the hose. And honestly, you can do that with Origami, and it won't hurt it, and then you just wheel it back in when it's dry, and you're good to go.
Yeah. Also getting very limited now in the white. Last call on the white. We only have a few hundred remaining.
There's those baskets.
I love these baskets.
Aren't they cool?
Because it kind of gives you even more options. You can grab a 2-pack of the baskets. I'll double check what colors we have left. I think we have the black and the white in the metal baskets. And they're nice because you can stack them on top, or you can go ahead and use them and hang them. Here's what I have. In my home, I have the hanging baskets. This is where I put the dog treats.
Oh, yeah.
I have 2 of them. So I put dog treats in one. I put the dog medications and leashes and all the extra little like fur baby accessories in the other. So it's nice if you just want to keep some smaller things a little bit more separated. Of course, you can also stack them on top. But if you do want the white, that is going very, very quickly. And I love how that looks. I like that they're corrosion resistant for bathrooms. How many times have we tried putting up any type of shelving that gets rust in the bathroom, or the particle board that eventually sort of decays?
Just deteriorates,
and you're thinking, why did I spend all that money? This is honestly, for the furniture that you're getting, and this is very serious, very durable, and very long-lasting metal furniture. That's what you're getting. You're getting really year after year after year of movable, collapsible, foldable storage. For the price, I don't think it gets any better than Origami. That's why they're a fan favorite. I'm going to share some reviews with you. But the color that we have in front of you, that is the pewter. That is the pewter, and then our lightest shade over here is our turquoise, which is like a mint green, kind of a spa green. Great for a baby's room, you know, or you need extra storage for the kids, or you want to go ahead and figure out where to put all those extra winter sweaters, or you want to mix it up and make sure that you have enough storage for all those extra supplies. There's never going to be a better time this year. This is our kind of like once a year day from Origami. We give you the best price. We give you the free shipping. That saves you 20 bucks a pop. So if you are getting more than one, not only are you saving like $30 off the price, you're really saving $50 for every Origami Today special that you buy, because you're saving another $20 just in the shipping and handling. And the free shipping and handling on everything that actually expires at midnight. So there'll never be a better time to go ahead and jump in. So now we're going to show you how these connecting racks shelves work, because I know a lot of you are getting 2 of the Origamis. This is another way to kind of create and customize how you want your configuration to work.
Absolutely. I call these the cheaters, because when you connect your racks with these, it's like having 2.5 racks. It really is. So you could see that it looks exactly like one of the shelves. These hold up to 100 pounds. They do have the hooks on the end, and they'll fit in any place on here, okay? And they're also powder-coated steel. So watch this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create another entertainment center, but I'm going to just do it a little bit differently. So I put that one in there. You saw how easily that went in. I'm going to take the second one, because remember, you're getting a set of 2. I'm going to drop this one on the top shelf, just like this, and it just falls right into place, and that's locked in there now, okay? So now what we've got going on here is you've got a 9-foot run going on this shelf and another 9-foot run down here. So Sarah, if you had a surfboard, stand-up paddleboard, a kayak, you know, fishing rods, anything that's long, you can put them on there, and they'll go on any level. So that, you know, I've got them top and bottom. Oh, by the way, I said it was an entertainment center. TV right in here, fish tank right in here. You play golf? Here, hang on a second. I'm gonna make a place where you can put in the garage golf clubs down here, large cooler down there.
Great idea.
See what I mean? You could, it's so versatile, but I want to show everybody just how secure this is, because people always say to me like, hey, is it gonna fall apart? Okay, you tell me, watch this. Watch how secure.
There he goes, the Origami spin.
Look at that. And then when I'm done, it's not like they're locked on there. You just take them right off.
And
I love these.
You can mix them up. And then you can decide, okay, maybe I want that look in my garage. Do you know how much money people are spending just to kind of like, you know, spiff up their garage, deck out their garage? I want to show everybody this corner rack, which is coming up. We'll tell you a little bit more about it. But I know a lot of you that already picked up our today's special might want to consider this corner rack.
This is magic right here.
The perfect missing link if you want this in a corner.
No, absolutely. So the back of this actually comes to that 45-degree angle that's going to fit into the corner. Okay, so that's the side that goes in the corner. I'm going to spin it around, and you could use it alone, standalone, but the magic is when you take 2 origami racks and you mate them up to the sides like this. Friends, take a look at what we just did. Now you have got a full-on corner unit that has so much space on this. These shelves going across, this is just massive. I mean, this is over 2 feet going across this way. This is so deep, and the runs that you have on here to put things are just massive. So if you're getting, or if you've bought in the past, some of our, you know, today's special, it's going to work with any of them. I don't care when you bought them.
By the way, that corner rack is rarely on sale and free shipping. Let me just tell you this, that corner rack's $100 off.
That's crazy.
It's $100 off that corner rack, and the free shipping ends at midnight on all these items. So I can't wait for you to get your origami home. Let's read some of these amazing reviews. I love origami shelves. I have many sizes and shapes all over my house. Help me get organized. Here's one. Once you get one origami, you keep coming back. Origami, you are my Prince Charming. I love that. I love this unit. I now have 2 of them in my garage. They're so easy to move around. Fabulous product. And you can see here, you do not need to assemble anything. You don't need to build anything. You don't need a hammer. You don't need a nail. You don't need a tool. You don't even need to read directions.
I never have.
Because men don't read them anyway. No. Why start now? Just start with origami. If you need to send this to a mom, a dad, a brother, a sister, a family member. This is also great for people moving into a new apartment or a new home, even a college student who needs some easy to assemble furniture. Maybe it's their first apartment. My nephew, he's 19. He just moved into his first apartment. We have no idea what he's going to cook for dinner, but we could send him origami.
You could.
And he would at least have shelves for all of his stuff. That's why people love origami. Out of all the organization products we've offered here at HSN in the last, 13 years, this has been our #1 top rated item. If you do one thing today from origami, this is it. This is our Mac Daddy. This is the iconic original.
This is the one you want.
4-tier shelf, and it is massive as far as the storage, as far as the weight capacity. And that's why I'm so glad so many of you are watching and shopping. I will tell you this, we are very busy. If you can, go to hsn.com. You'll see it right there on our homepage, our today's special. You can also use that little QR code. You can scan that QR code just like, you know, you scan the restaurant menu and you pick if you want the cheeseburger or the fries. I'll take the fries. You can go ahead and tap the link. It'll take you right to this incredible best value of the day. So we do have the savings today. We have the free shipping today. At midnight, there's a brand new Today Special. It's not origami. I do know it's from Apple, and I do know that Adam is going to be presenting it later with Bill Duggan. So there is a fabulous time for you to pick up all the origami that you might need. The corner racks, we have the baskets, we have the shelf liners. Really think about all the accessories you need, like the 2-tiered shelves. But if we just come back to why origami, this is some of the most durable and beautifully finished and long-lasting furniture your money can buy.
You know, and part of it's the design. Like the fact that you can open and close it, that you can fold it. But the other thing is, and I mentioned this briefly, they didn't skimp out on anything. They didn't skimp out on the wheels, and they didn't skimp out on the powder coating. So that's why I flipped this top shelf over. You could see the bottom. You ever want to see how furniture is really built? Look at the bottom, because that's where they hide everything, okay? But when you look at origami, you're not going to see any streaks. There's not going to be any drips. None of that, because with powder coating, that can't happen. And people don't understand, I think, that powder coating is not paint. Paint, you slap on a liquid, it dries, and it just adheres to it, okay? Powder coating, they actually put an electrical charge through the metal itself. They spray the powder coating material on there, and it looks like the metal's magnetized because that powder coating material literally goes through and comes back again, and it finds every void, every nook and cranny, every spot on here where there's some place that it can go, and it fills it in. So the metal itself doesn't magically become corrosion resistant, but it's so completely covered with the powder coating that we can say that.
So you never have to paint it.
Never.
You never have to stain it.
Nope, nothing.
You never have to restain, repaint.
Nope.
It never chips. It never flakes.
Nope.
It's never going to corrode. It's never
corrode.
going to rust. It's
Right.
so incredible. You can actually put this outside.
Oh,
How do people
totally.
use these outside?
Well, they use them by their pools. They use them to hold firewood,
Oh, yeah.
you know, outside. People put their salt rock for their water softeners out there. They put in, you know, gravel. I mean, you know, all kinds of ground fill. It's amazing to me the things that people have told me over the years. And then there's other people that do things that I never expected. Like we were talking earlier about a woman who raises exotic birds, and she actually turned one of these into like a bird refuge for the day, where she put on like little hanging mirrors and little perches and stuff, and because she knew that, like, you know, with their birds, I mean, you're gonna have to clean this at some point. She knew that she could take this outside, and whatever the birds were doing wasn't going to hurt it, and she could just put the hose on it and it would be just fine.
I do think this is going to be one of your all-time most popular,
absolutely.
most favorite purchases you've ever made at HSN. I know maybe you didn't wake up today and said to yourself, I think I need a storage unit. But now that you see that this is our #1 bestseller and there's only one day this year, this is on sale, it's on free shipping, there is never going to be a better time to pick one up. I own one. I love it. I've had friends who come to my apartment and they go, wait a minute, where'd you get that? And I said, oh, that's Origami. And they said, what's Origami? I've helped friends who set up their garage. They have a lot of like gym equipment in their garage. They've got a lot of car sort of accessories. If you keep firewood, if you keep mulch, if you keep bricks, if you have pavers, if you have wood, if you have dog food, cat food, if you have extra big, heavy supplies, and you look in your garage or your basement or maybe one of those storage areas right now, and it's just a mess, it's a disaster. Maybe you just get, you know, sweaty and nervous just thinking about trying to find something when you go down there or go out there. Let's make your life easier. It is so functional, and the fact that they last and last means once you buy this, you're done. And if you move, if you sell the home, you don't have to leave it there. Any other shelving you have to have permanently installed, you have to have a contractor, you have to have a carpenter or somebody who's there to, like, you know, put it all together. When you move, you leave it and you leave your investment behind.
Exactly.
This is going to go with you. It doesn't matter if you live in an apartment, a condo, or if you live in a 3-bedroom home, or if you live in a mansion.
Yeah, and I've been that guy that's left behind shelving as a gift to the new homeowner. And I'll never do that again, because not just the time that it took and the expense, but the fact that I had to leave it. This is a much better option, I feel.
So quickly, the colors: bronze, taupe, teal is the darker, sort of richer blue. Then we have the white. We have the all classic pewter.
The pewter right here.
And then we have what we're calling the turquoise. You do not want to miss out on our best value of the day. Congratulations, everybody. You're going to say, where has this been all my life? Because people who own Origami, they love it. They love it so much, they gave us 3,700 rave reviews. You can check it all out online at hsn.com. 488018 is your item number. It's the original, it's the classic. And if you are getting ready to kind of get out all those holiday decorations, you love to organize, this is the perfect setup. This will get you set up. And the free shipping ends at midnight. Don't miss free shipping. All right, the next item we're going to talk about is the connecting racks. Okay, so a lot of you are already shopping our duo of the